and welcome to another Goliath guitar tutorial. My name is Gareth Evans. Today we're going to be learning a fingerstyle solo acoustic version of Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. If you want to go and listen to the whole arrangement, I've played you kind of short extract of the full arrangement, the full guitar piece. If you want to go and watch it, click the link that's on your screen now if your annotations are enabled, or there'll be a link in the description of this video to go and watch the full interpretation as I've played it. And then you can come back here or you go there, decide if you want to learn it like this, and then come here and I'll teach you all of it absolutely for free, note for note, tabs on screen, everything that you've ever wanted. Okay, so like I mentioned, there are free tabs as well. If you click on the screen now, go to my website, goliathguitartutorials.com. It'll be linked directly on the page there. You can download the tabs, take them with you wherever you go practicing or whatever. You don't have to watch the video, learn on the tabs. If that's the way you want to do it, you can do, absolutely free. Just click the link on the screen, or otherwise top of the description. Again, all the links I'm going to be talking about today in the description of the video. If you are looking for another way of learning how to play this song, if this tutorial might be a bit long-winded for you, if you're like an intermediate guitar player, you want to check out my tabs on screen video, which is basically me playing along with the tabs as they're running along the bottom of the screen. And you can actually slow that video down, so you can play it like half speed, so you can just read the tabs and see where my positioning is with my hands. That's a kind of more intermediate way of learning. So you can click the link that's on your screen now if your annotations are enabled. Again, the tabs on screen video will be linked directly in the description of this video. Before we get started, I do want to mention the guitar strings that I use. I use Elixir guitar strings. These are HD lights. They go from size 13 on the first string to 53 on the sixth string. They are my preferred choice in string. Elixirs, the very best strings you can buy. They last 3 to 5 times longer than all the other strings out there. They feel really silky smooth to play. They reduce finger squeak, and they're coated as well, which means that they last so much longer. The tone holds for ages. The tone on them is fantastic. Which is why it brings me great pleasure to bring you this guitar lesson in association with Elixir strings. Okay, now on with the guitar lesson. You're going to need a capo for this on the 2nd fret of your guitar. And also you're going to need to down tune your 6th string. I know some of you guys comment that you don't like down tuning your strings. Something you're going to have to learn. It's another skill, just like playing the guitar. If you're trying to play fingerstyle guitar and you don't know how to down tune your 6th string to a D note, that's just something you just have to go and learn, I'm afraid. It's one of them fundamental things. But like I said, 6th string is down tuned to a D note. When it's open, capoed, it's in an E position. So just make sure your 6th string sounds like your 4th string. It's that simple. Okay, once that's done, we can get on with the notation then. So let's look at bars 1 through 5 to begin. And before we get started, one thing I do want to mention, all the notes that you play with your thumb are all palm muted. Okay, this is a technique you use by you putting your palm on the strings on usually the 4th, 5th and 6th strings. When you play it with your thumb, you basically mute them like this with your palm. Hopefully you know how to do palm muting. If you don't, play it without palm muting or learn it without palm muting to begin with, and then you can pick up that technique later on once you're comfortable with the song. So like I said, bars 1 through 5. I just thought I'd throw that in there now rather than me repeat myself over and over about palm muting. Every single bass note or thumb note in this song is palm muted, okay? Keep that in mind. So, okay, so that's bar 1 through 5 as I've played it there. Very first beginning of the song, so it's the intro. So bar 1, it's pretty simple. You've got the 2nd fret here with your left hand on the 3rd string, 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and open 1st string. Okay? Just play 3, 2 and 1. And that's the whole of the first bar. And and on to bar 2. It's that sequence there. Okay, so what we've got is we come up to the 2nd fret on the 1st string with the open 6. Remember, it's palm muted. You just play 2 pinches. Okay. Come to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string on its own, and then like that. That's the sequence. So it's 3rd fret on the 2nd string, up to here, the 5th fret on the 2nd string with your little finger, and the ring finger comes to the 4th fret on the 5th string. Okay, you play a pinch, followed by the 2nd string on its own. Then to the 2nd fret on the 1st string, that is with a pinch on the 5th string as well. Okay? And to finish off, you play the 2nd string and you pull that off from 5th fret to the 3rd fret, so it's, and that's the conclusion of the 2nd bar, so it's like that. And all in all, bar 1 and 2. Okay, into bar 3. Pretty simple this time. We do the 2 bass notes on their own, but this is the 2nd fret on the 5th string here. Just like that. Okay, and then we do this sequence. 3rd fret on the 2nd string, open 1st, 2nd fret on the 1st string. Okay, so it's... Okay, so that's bar 3 in its entirety. What you should have now is... Okay, we'll move on now to bar number 4. Actually, that was bar 4 and 5 because they kind of fit in together. So, okay, so this position to begin with: 3rd fret on the 1st string, 2nd fret on the 4th. You play a pinch on 1 and 4, and then play 1 on its own, and then play 4 on its own. Okay? What we do then, without plucking the 1st string, we pull off to the 2nd fret and pull off to the open. Okay? You notice how you don't play this 1st string. The last time you played it was before you played the 4th string last, so hopefully the string still will be sustaining from that pluck earlier, so it's... Okay? After that sequence, you play... that sequence. So it's the 3rd fret on the 2nd string and the open 4th. Okay? And then the open 1st. Okay? Followed by the 4th string again and the 2nd fret on the 1st. Like that. So it's... Okay, after that, play the 2nd string from where you are on the 3rd fret, slide it up to the 5th, or slide straight into the 5th fret. Okay? So it's a slide into the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Don't slide, don't play like that. Don't linger around on the 3rd fret, just slide straight in. Okay? So the whole of bar 4. Okay, bar 5. You come to the 4th fret here on the 5th string. Play that twice as 2 bass notes. and then back to the original very first 3 notes what we played at the beginning of the in bar 1. Okay, them 3 there. That completes bar 5 and kind of leads you into the next line of the song. Excuse me. So if we recap bar 4 and 5 together, it should play like this. Okay, you should be keeping like time in your mind. You should be visualizing the beat as you go on, which helps you play those 3 notes in the correct time, as it were. So, all in all, from bar 1 to 5, what we've got so far should play like this. Okay? Forgot that bit at the end. Okay, so that leads into... Okay, and that's bar 9. And that leads into that section. So, as a lot of this second half of this sequence is repeated, but there's a difference in the first half. So from the end of bar 5 goes like this. Bar 6. Okay. So I'll try and break that down for you now. 2nd fret on the 1st string, open 6. Sorry. So it's pinch on the 2nd fret of this 1st string in the open 6, up to the 5th fret on the 1st string, and then play the open 6, and then pull off straight after to open 1st string. The note after that is the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Okay, use that with your middle finger so that you've got the other fingers in here to come in the next shape. Okay? So from here, 5th fret on the 2nd string, 4th fret on the 5th string, here again like before. So you play the pinch, then the 2nd fret on the 1st string, and then you play the 5th string on its own, and then play the 5th fret on the 2nd string, pull that off to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. So it's like that. And that is the whole of bar 6. Like that. Okay, bar 7. You play 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then back to another bass note. Okay, and then from the end of bar 7, it's that whole sequence which is repeated from the first time around. So I'm not going to go through that in too much detail, because you already know how to play that. Just rewind the video. It's from the end of bar 3 through till halfway through bar 5. That's what I taught you earlier. So bar 6, 7, 8, and most of 9 should play like this. Okay, and to finish off bar 9, that sequence here. You come up to the 7th fret here on the 4th string, you play it twice, and then you play it a 3rd time, hammer up to the 9th fret on the 4th string. Okay, followed by another pluck on the 3rd string, 7th fret, hammer that straight up to 9, okay? So it's... And then all in one smooth motion should play like this. Okay? And that completes bar 6 through 9. Next, that's the next sequence. Now we're on bars 10 through 13, okay? So, we begin here. Okay, I keep going too far, but bar 10, all in all, bar 10 is that. Okay, so it's, you play the open 6 with the 7th fret on the 2nd string, followed by this 10th fret on the 2nd string, and then you pull that off to the 7th again. Okay, as you hit the pull off, as the 7th fret note sounds on the 2nd string, you play the 6th string again. So it's, okay, I don't know if you can hear that over the muting, but it should be, okay, like that. Okay, what I do, after sustaining the note here for a little bit, I just tend to slide it down. It's not essential, but, okay. And then, that sequence there, 4th fret on the 5th string, 5th fret on the 1st string, you play. So you play 5th string, you play the 1st string on its own, and then you play a pinch. Okay? And then, from then on, you play the 1st string and pull that off to the 3rd fret from 5 to 3rd on the 1st. And then you play the 1st string again after, so it's, and that's the whole sequence. Okay, so it's, on to bar 11. That sequence here, so it's, we start off here. What I do is I bar all the way across from the 2nd, or basically the essential ones are the 2nd fret on the 5th and the 2nd fret on the 1st. That's the 2 notes that you need with this finger. Okay, but we start off here on the 3rd fret of the 1st string and we pull that off. Okay, you play 5 and the 1st string, pull off from 3rd fret to 2nd fret on the 1st, and then play the 1st string on its own after. Okay, followed by the 5th string again and the open 1st. Okay. Finish off here on the 3rd fret of the 2nd. Okay, next. That sequence. Slide up and into the 7th fret of the 3rd string. If I can get it. Okay, and then the 5th fret on the 2nd, 7th fret on the 2nd, and then back to the 7th fret on the 3rd. Okay, I like to use middle finger for the sliding, ring finger for the sliding, index finger, little finger, and then the ring finger again. You can do whatever you like. The next sequence, it helps to have the ring finger here on the 3rd string for the next sequence. That's why I end up here. Okay? Anyway, let's back up. Bar 11. That's the sequence. Okay, Okay, bar 10 and 11, we can attempt this together now. It should sound like this. Okay, like I said, let's move on now. Bar 12 and 13. Okay, that's bar 12 and 13 in their entirety. So what we've got is, from where you finished off here, like I said, on the 3rd string, the ring finger needs to come up to the 9th fret on the 3rd string, index finger in on the 7th fret of the 5th string. Okay? That's the sequence there. Obviously with the index finger, I'm flattening that out to bar all the way across. You don't have to do the bar, you can do like another finger if you want. But you do need the 2nd string fretted on the 7th fret too. So we're playing a pinch on 3 and 5 to begin, followed by 5 and then 2. Okay? So it's... And then... It's the same sequence as before, but we've got like bass notes in here. So we start off with a bass note with the slide, then to that note, and then another bass note on its own before the 9th fret on that 2nd string. So it's... To finish off on the 3rd fret here of the 2nd string, not the 7th fret on the 3rd string like we did last time. So that's the sequence there. Slide into the 7th fret of the 3rd, 5th fret on the 2nd, and then the bass note was the open 5th. Did I mention that? Hopefully. Hopefully I did. Oh, sorry, open 4th string is the bass note. So it's 4 and 3 together with the slide up to the 7th fret on the 3rd, 5th fret on the 2nd, open 4th again, and then up to the 7th fret on the 2nd, down to the 3rd fret to finish. Okay. To finish off, we're bar 13 now. Up to this position again, 5th fret on the 2nd, 4th fret on the 5th. You play 2 and 5 together, followed by 5, and then 1st string here on the 2nd fret. Okay, so the whole sequence. And to finish off bar 13, we're just doing kind of the same as before, but this time what we're doing is we're playing a single strike on the 7th fret here of the 4th string before the 2 hammer ups. Last time it was 2 strikes on its own and then 2 hammer ups. It's 1 strike now and then 2 hammer ups. So this time it goes like that. So how it all fits together: bar 12, bar 13, sorry, and let's recap. Bar 10 through 13 should sound like this, okay? Okay, so that completes the first 13 bars. I just want to finish off now. Bar 14 through 17, almost a replica of what we've just done. Okay, the only difference in this sequence, you've got the whole sequence is exactly the same, these 4 bars pretty much, other than the pull-offs in these positions. The first time we played it was... This time we're playing a little bit different. It goes... There's no pull-offs in this time, so it's end of bar 14, beginning of bar 15 is what we're looking at. So we're playing... You play in this position, play 5, 1, and then a pinch, and then 1 on its own, down to the 3rd fret on the 1. You don't do the pull off on there. And then this position here, beginning of bar 15, just single notes, no pull off to begin with that pinch. Okay, it's pretty simple. But so the whole sequence, bar 14 through 17, like I said, is identical other than those pull offs. You just miss out the pull off. Continue. Okay, and now before we go into the bridge, it's this sequence: 3 single plucks on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then the open 1st string, and then into the next section, which is the bridge. So all in all, and that completes bar 14 through 17, and that is the completion of the whole of the verse 1 of this song. Bar 1 through 17, you should know how to play it now. If you're struggling with any of that, go and repeat the video. People say I go too fast sometimes. That's because we're learning through a video and I've got a lot to get through. You can just repeat and repeat and repeat at your leisure. I can't repeat too much because otherwise it will take me hours and hours and hours to get through everything on that I need to get through. If you did enjoy this video, please click a thumbs up button because it really does help me out, helps me bring you these guitar lessons absolutely for free, and the tabs as well. If you are looking for another way to support me, head over to Patreon, and you can pledge monthly, and in return you can get some awesome rewards. You can get the tabs early, you can get the videos early as well, you can get hangouts, you can get one-on-one Skype lessons with me. Anything that you desire, head over to patreon.com/Gareth Evans. There'll be a link on the screen now or down in the description of this video. That's it for now. If you want to go and watch part 2, you're going to have to click on the link that's on your screen now. It'll take you to my website. We can watch it for free. I won't be releasing part 2 to YouTube, only to my website, GoliathGuitarTutorials.com. There's a link in the top of the description. You can, like I said, don't worry, it's absolutely free at my website, as is everything else that is there. I'm not expecting you to sign up for anything. You just click on the link, access the video. That simple. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.